has a matching fund proposal, it has a tax credit proposal, and it has a pilot for the voucher proposal, all in one low-priced package. Okay, but each of these systems funds from the bottom up. Each of them is aiming to reduce the gap between the funders and the people. And each of them has as its objective to reverse the extraordinary inequality that exists in our system now, where the top 1% have 10 times the per capita influence that the bottom 99% have, to aspire to the ideal which is at the center of the way we allocate votes, which is one person, one vote. That is what citizen-funded campaigns means. Only citizens fund campaigns, and all citizens fund campaigns. And if we had that, if we had a system where candidates took small dollar contributions only, then we all could believe as we desperately want to believe. Whenever Congress did something crazy, it was either because there were too many Democrats or because there were too many Republicans, but not because of the money. Because we would have removed that cynical assumption from the only plausible way to interpret what Congress does, because we would have made it so that the funders were all of us. Okay, now, the question, though, that get constantly presented when people like me and others, hundreds of others, push this kind of proposal is it even possible to imagine Congress embracing such an idea? Is it even possible? And there are moments where I wonder whether it's even possible. This man made me the most cynical I could possibly be about this. This is Jim Cooper, Democrat from Virginia, and has been in Congress for as long as about 20 other members of Congress. He said to me when I was interviewing him for my book, you have to understand, Capitol Hill has become a kind of farm league for K Street. K Street, where the lobbyists work. What he meant was, members and staffers and bureaucrats have an increasingly common business model. A business model focused on their life after government, their life as lobbyists. So 50% of the Senate between 1998 and 2004, according to Public Citizen, left the Senate to become lobbyists, 42% of the House. And as United Republic calculated just last spring, the salary increase for those they tracked as they moved from the House to becoming lobbyists was 1,452%. Wow. Pretty good business model, even in Washington. So in a system where everybody depends upon the system surviving, so that their retirement is set, so their kids can have their education paid, so that their two other vacation houses at least have something to support the mortgage, so this system can survive, how is it possible that we can imagine attacking the cancer which is this beltway through themselves? Because here's the fact, cancer does not cure itself. It does not cure itself. And it won't be cured by dinky little reforms, tiny little ideas, tinkering, crumbs at the table that are being proposed by people who think if we just do a tiny little switch, we will magically change this system. Instead, what it needs is a movement unlike any we've seen since the Civil Rights Movement or the Progressive Movement, taking on a corruption greater than anything we've seen since we ousted George III. Okay, now we have an opportunity for that movement. It's a kind of gift. It was a gift given to us by an unlikely institution. They don't give many gifts. This place, the Supreme Court. It's a gift given to us in the form of an opinion called Citizens United versus the Federal Election Commission. An opinion that held corporations have an unlimited power to spend